Welcome guys and girls, welcome to my channel. This is Doeppert from scienceathletics.com. Thank you very much for tuning in. You have come to the right channel.
Zombie apocalypse.
So today we're training legs and I'm gonna try and give you some helpful tips and advice that you can implement to help you build the most muscle mass and in the end to help you look most attractive, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? We work out to stay healthy but also to look good. And also today we're going to talk about how you can make most of the whole COVID situation. I'm going to try and give you some insights that I personally found really helpful. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the gym. Bye bye. So my advice to you when it comes to working out legs is try to go for higher reps, right? So a lot of people they try to work out too heavy, but you know, your legs, they were made for walking. Nah, your legs obviously they were made for running and sprinting and all that, so they respond very well to high reps, meaning you can go up to 20 reps, and yeah, legs tend to respond pretty well to higher repetitions. So if hypertrophy is your goal, which I assume it is, because otherwise what's the point? Am I right? Yes. So yeah, so my advice to you would be go for higher reps, so around 15 to 20 reps. Anecdotally, one of the bodybuilders with the arguably greatest legs in history was Tom Platz, and he used to do, I think, sometimes up to 50 reps. So yeah, that just goes to show that high reps is the way to go when it comes to training legs. And also you gotta consider that working out is, that's a very hackneyed phrase, but it's true. Working out is a marathon, not a sprint. Meaning, you know, you want to look great pretty much your entire life, right? So you don't just want to look good now and for a couple of years, but ideally, right, you want to look good till you're like 70, 80, 90. So if you go too heavy and too hardcore, and if you hurt yourself, or you know, if you go too hardcore, you're probably gonna wear your body out, and you won't be able to work out when you're older. You know, a lot of power lifters, they pretty much destroy their bodies and their cartilage and that. So I'd recommend, you know, train your muscles really hard, but so your muscles can't really tell how heavy the weight is, right? So what counts is time under tension, meaning you got to do enough reps to make it count, but as long as you go as hard as you can and really exhaust the muscles, you're good. write down in the comments if you know which band I'm listening to. Alright, let me turn it up. They're probably not very famous in the States. Alright, let me know in the comments if you know the song. You probably won't, but I will send you a free copy of my upcoming book. Okay, so I've been meaning to do this video for quite some time. So I know that a lot of people, myself included, at least a couple of weeks ago, they struggled pretty hard because of COVID, and a lot of people, they were suffering because of the lockdown. So at least in Germany, a lot of people had to stay at home and they weren't allowed to go out. All the bars and restaurants and everything was closed, so there was really nothing that people could do. And in addition to that, a lot of people were working from home, at least in Germany, but I'm sure that that was the case in pretty much a lot of countries all over the world. And so myself included, I was working from home. I couldn't really meet any of my friends or, you know, go to social gatherings because of COVID. And it was really quite tough. So I was starting to get a little bit depressed, just because I love being with people, and we as humans, we're social beings, right? So, you know, we need to feel part of a group, and we need to feel like we belong. Okay, so why am I making this video? I'm making this video because I want to give you some advice and some tips that really help me get out of the slump, and that really helped me feel a lot better. So I try to read a lot of books, and one of the books that, actually he wrote a lot of books, but one of the smartest people that I know, I mean, I don't know him personally, but I read his books, is John DeMartini. Dr. John DeMartini. And he always says, you know, you gotta see things on the way, not in the way. So you know, a lot of people, myself included, they were thinking things like, you know, this lockdown really sucks, and COVID really sucks, you know, it's destroying my life. I can't really, you know, go on holiday, or I can't really meet my friends, and in general I can't really do any of the things that I would like to do, right? So they tend to see COVID as in the way. So how can we reframe that and see everything COVID related as in the way? So for me personally, I thought, okay, at least now, you know, I have more time on my hands, and I'm gonna try to use this time to work on something that's really, really important to me. So I worked on my passions and my dreams and my goals, and so by doing so, I actually started to see, you know, the lockdown and being at home because of COVID. I actually saw it as on the way, because it actually helped me, because it allowed me to spend more time working on my projects. So what does that mean for you? Okay, so I'd recommend you get a piece of paper and write down 3 goals that you would really love to achieve. And I mean, like, or even just one goal, right? But the goal, and when you think of this goal, you need to feel like pumped up and excited, right? So when you think of, I want you to find just one goal, but find a goal that really pumps you up. So, you know that you found a good goal, I mean good for you, when you think about your goal or your passion, and your heart, starts to race. When you can actually feel your heart beating in your chest, right? Because you're so excited. And another good advice for you how to find a good goal is when you lie in bed at night and you can't sleep because you're so excited about working on your goal. So for me, for example, I love writing books and producing content, making websites, and just in general, I love making money online and all that. So I love it, I love it. So sometimes when I lie in bed at night, I think about everything that I could do and want to do, and my heart starts to race, and I'm super excited, and I can barely fall asleep because I'm so excited about all the upcoming projects. So yeah, try to find one goal that you love, and once you've figured out what that goal is, well, you've guessed it. You gotta start working on it, and I mean really work on that project, that one goal, every single day. It's like working out in the gym. There is no whether you feel like it or not. There's only you gotta do it, you gotta do it. So find that one goal and start working on this goal every single day. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, do it. And if you don't feel like working on your project, good, do it anyways. Because that's obviously, what's gonna make you successful long term, right? Because, we all have days where we don't really feel like being productive, right? So just acknowledge that you feel that way, push the feeling aside, and go for it, right? So to put it in a nutshell, figure out what would you love to do. Find something that really gets you pumped up and excited. Secondly, once you found your goal, you gotta work on that goal daily. And use all the free time that you might have now, because since you can't really spend as much time with your friends or with people that you like anyways, you might as well work on something that's gonna make you happy long term. Okay, so find a goal that you love, that gets you pumped up and excited. Find something that makes you not being able to fall asleep at night, and then start working on your project. That is my tip for how to beat COVID, depression, and everything lockdown related. Do that, and I can almost guarantee you that you'll feel better. And 1 year from now, you might actually be very grateful and thankful for the whole COVID situation and the whole lockdown, because it gave you the chance to figure out what you like to do, and also because you actually started to work on it. Okay, and now some impressions of beautiful Bavaria and Baden-Württemberg.
I ask people, how many of you want to be financially independent? And most people put their hands up.
All right, now
A very small percentage.
get ready, guys. We're crossing the border from Baden-Württemberg and to Bavaria. Oh no, here it goes. Take a look to the right, there's the sign, and now we're in Bavaria. Whoa, whew. Feels good, eh? I feel like a new man already.